Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee, talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net Radio!
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
And lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a one-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
Who gives a shit with White? He's a piece of crap.
With a tear in my eye.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Hanish, Andrew Labouche, bringing you the wonderful world of boxing. Even though I'd like to talk about Damian Maia and Ben Askren, and Ben Askren yet again getting choked out by somebody who knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu better than his wrestling. There, see, I got the insert, Andrew. As always, I'm joined by Andrew Labouche. He is the greatest reporter who's got the mostest on the planet. How are you today, Andrew?
Very, very good, Lee. Thank you for that intro.
No doubt. Hi, everyone.
There's a bunch of guys right now going, what does he report?
What does he report? He reports here. It's close enough. He's the number one reporter voted on by me. All right. I love all that stuff. The
world voted, and it is.
Yeah. Somebody once asked me, how did you win the title 2018 and 2019 Most Innovative Marketer? Really? Because I'm a marketer. I came up with the title. That's why I can say Fight Net Radio is the number one show voted on by fans. If you ask our circle, wouldn't they say it's their favorite podcast?
That's right.
And broadcast? Go to fightnetradio.com. On that page, you can find all the different platforms to listen to our show, and there are a lot of them. Video as well. There's a timeline widget for you to keep up on the news. And, of course, our iHeartRadio archives. I don't know why I push iHeartRadio or Spotify, because iTunes does better for us, and it's our worst platform. And by the way, while you're at it, I was going to do this today because I don't rarely do this. So hold on, just for a weirdo 1 second, right? Go to perfectbluestudio.com. Why not edify all the other shows just for shits and giggles, right? perfectbluestudio.com. You type it in, perfectbluestudio.com. It'll take you to our Spreaker page. You can see all of our shows: Black and White Recovery, Boxing, Boxing News, Boxing Results. Do you think those are just Fight Net Radio shows? I don't know. Could be wrong. If you want to learn about real estate, there's Distressed Properties, Elgin Walker's E-Hustle podcast, of course, the granddaddy of them all, Fight Net Radio, investor coaching, investor marketing, the Las Vegas Review that I've really got to start up again, Andrew. A couple of realtor shows, my brand new podcast with the biggest investor on the planet, Robert Fregoso. If you want to learn about 401ks and why they're a myth, the 401k myth with Roy Franklin. And of course, the most downloaded show in Perfect Blue Studio history, now surpassing, are you ready for this, Andrew? Now surpassing Fight Net Radio, officially, the motherfucking Jeffrey Epstein show with Bobby Capucci. To say that it does crazy numbers, Andrew, would be a disservice to this show. I don't know why people are obsessed with it. 35 episodes. It has kicked our 117 episodes in the ass. So we got to up our game.
No, I don't know anyone that goes to that. They all go to Facebook, dude. I don't see it.
iTunes, any of those. Theoretically, they all come back here. But I'm telling you, Jeffrey Epstein is all iTunes, man. Look at these goddamn numbers, dude. They're staggering. 37,000 downloads, Andrew.
Very nice.
Dude, it's 5 weeks old. The show's 5 weeks old. Sorry, I digress. Hi, everyone. We're here to talk about a couple of fights, and then we'll get you on your day because there's really no boxing news. I just Googled it, went through it. I mean, we could talk about, some horse crap like Tyson Fury this week doing fake wrestling, more prep for Andy Ruiz. But truthfully, there is zero boxing news. There are two fights that we need to discuss, Mr. Lapache.
Hey,
which one would you like to talk about first?
You know what? Let's before we do these ones, can we go over the Eric Lubin fight? Type in Eric Lubin. It was the PBC fight last night.
You actually watched that?
No, I didn't. I just want to know how we did on our picks.
Of course, because I guarantee when all the numbers come back, Showtime is going to be at the bottom of everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's on the bottom of the Shakur Stevenson? No,
that was on its own.
Eric Lubin. Like, it doesn't even want to give me Eric Lubin.
I bet you I'm not even saying his name right.
Why don't we just wait? By the time we're done with the show, we'll have our picks in.
Yeah, whatever. Gosh,
they'll be up. I'll keep an eye on Facebook. I'll be notified when the results are updated. Okay. Everything is okay, bro. Breathe.
I hear you.
All right. What do you want to talk about? The fight of the year or the one-sided sloppy car crash where Hoet was outmatched? Which one do you want to talk about? Let's start with the crappy one. Shakur Stevenson took on Hoet Gonzalez, and it was a 12-round beatdown. Round one, Stevenson came out measuring with jabs, and Gonzalez tried to. I only kept this round by round because literally they didn't proofread it, Andrew. Should I read it like they wrote it? Stevenson comes out to measure with a jab as Gonzalez tries to do the dame. Andrew, did Stevenson come out to measure jabs on Gonzalez and do the dame?
No, sorry, I don't know what the fuck that means, man. But
I'm sure it's same. I'm sure the word was supposed to be
a dance move or something. The dame.
Well, S is next to D, and I'm guessing he typed fast. I'm not trying to be a dick, but bro, you had to read it once before you hit enter and put it onto Bad Left Hook. I'm just saying. Yeah. And I realize that someone from Bad Left Hook listens to this show, and they're going to change it by the time all of you listen to it. But I'm telling you, as it reads right now, Andrew, Stevenson comes out measuring with jabs as Gonzalez tries to do the dame. So, Andrew, did he try to do the dame?
Stevenson stuck to his game plan. Yeah, he worked behind a great jab, stayed away, defense, landed the right hand occasionally. He did everything correct. Gonzalez really came with the wrong game plan last night. I don't know what they were thinking, trying to trade jabs with Shakur Stevenson all around the damn ring. This was a real weird fight. They pumped it up as a a vacant title shot, right? I think yes. Valdez gave up the title. Yeah, they were saying Valdez moving up, Oscar Valdez. And correct. His name is Erickson Lubin. And I'm sorry, it wasn't Eric. Erickson Lubin is who we were looking for. But that's fine, Lee. Don't worry about it. We'll get to it. They fought for a vacant title. He's fighting a guy named Joet Gonzalez. We have no idea Joet Gonzalez. We have no idea who he is. He's not top 10. He's not top 5. Might be in the fucking division, the rankings of that belt. But I mean, they're acting like Stevenson's like the second coming of Floyd already. It was kind of
what are you talking about? Of course he is.
And then what I also didn't like is the selling point to this fight was there. Let's go down. Manuel Avila. Yeah, Robert Guerrero. Oh no, Rodrigo.
No, Rodrigo. Javier Gallo, Rafael.
Rivera. Do you understand what I'm saying, Lee? Where's the thing that made this guy?
He's a false, built-up, undefeated fighter.
Yeah, we're like I said, I didn't know the kid. I don't care that he's undefeated. You know how many undefeated guys we see nowadays that aren't shit in this sport?
You're going to be undefeated, Andrew, when I win.
I know.
I can't wait.
Really, that's all you have to do.
You're going to be 20-0 and in the PBC fighting for the vacant Intercontinental WBA Super Silver Belt.
Oh, Lee, you know there's promoters out there that are making a killing on finding these kids and building padded records to feed them to the top ranks, the DAZNs, the fucking golden boys of the sport. You believe me, there is a frenzy for that right now. You're seeing so many guys fighting undefeated. He's fighting undefeated. Who cares? Who is he? Go look at his record. Fuck what they're saying.
So he's a hanger product. So this guy, I'll tell you about Hoet. I can just tell by his background, right?
He's down south.
So Hoet was passed around like a dirty whore in church, probably unsigned, but he started off with, what's his name? The guy who does the local Orange County fighting, that's got the fighting program that'll teach you how to become a fighter.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Damn it.
That guy.
He's got a legend. He's like been sellouts for 18 years or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's full of shit. He does Orange County, LA County. I mean, he's not even as big as Thompson, for God's sake, in Southern California. But in his mind, he is. But he does MMA and boxing. And by the way, that's a real thing, people. Type in, I want to be a boxing promoter, and you can see his shitty 6-module training program, which will still wind up telling you. By the way, because I researched, because I wanted to be a promoter, Andrew, you have to work for someone who's a promoter to become a promoter. That's the only requirement in California.
I was with you when you were doing that. I remember you telling me about that. Yep.
So he starts off in that program. Right around here, he's getting tag teamed by Oscar on the Fantasy Springs, right? So he's pulling the train on him too, right? They're all building him up. Then he goes over to Thompson, and he's still doing the shuffle plus or minus with Oscar. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oscar, right?
I have no idea, Lee.
No, I know for a fact. Oscar.
I know for a fact.
No, I know for a fact. Because I can tell you, Fantasy Springs, Belasco, these are all 3 Oscar venues.
You're hella awesome. It probably is too. Yeah.
No, I know for a fact. That's where he does his LA shows, right? Back at the Belasco, pulling a train with Oscar. Now he's at the Forum on that shitty DAZN card, and Bob comes into the picture right here. Saw him fight Derek Murphy. God damn it. Look at that kid. And Oscar jumped back in. No, this would be Bob. Sorry, Bob. Now he's back to Oscar in the train again at Fantasy Springs, right? Back to Bob. Oh, shit. Look at that ass. Back to Oscar. Back to Bob. And there's Joet Gonzalez's life story.
So the selling point to this fight was not how they were both undefeated fighters on a collision course, prospects of the future. Their selling point is that Shakur Stevenson is dating this young man's sister. I don't know, dude. Classic last night. It was fucking classic. I mean, they talked about it, and then at the end of the fight, what Stevenson did. Oh my god, yeah, it was a train wreck, dude. Fucking train wreck. But that's why these two wanted to fight each other. It's because Stevenson is dating his sister, and she's not talking to her family right now. Dude, they're so pissed off. They didn't even give an interview after the fight. They just left. You didn't watch it, did you, Lee?
You know exactly what I was doing last night.
Damn it.
All I could do was watch the
you would have had a fucking field day. I'm talking, Timothy Bradley is the worst. Look at Andre Ward didn't do the fight, you guys, because he's a manager of Stevenson. So he stepped away from the microphone, and it was fucking, what's that one dude's name?
A gangbang?
No, it's the Mexican guy. He used to do
a gay party.
It was just Timothy Bradley and fucking and the other dude. Oh shoot! It was pathetic. Timothy Bradley brought his fucking knee pads. He wasn't getting up. It was gonna be all night.
So it was a Dirty Sanchez.
Oh, dude, it was all night. I mean, Stevenson's fucking just walking on water the whole fight. Kind of sad to listen to. The things he said though, bro, it was tremendous. I think they let him drink. I don't know if Timothy Bradley drinks. I really don't. He sounded like he did, but he had full power last night. Andre Ward usually shuts him up. He shuts him down because Timothy, he says outrageous things all the time. I think he gets a little bit too ghetto, if that's even a correct word. His slang. You know, when you read the caption on the TV, you know, yeah. ESPN don't even fucking write what he's saying. That shit's hella funny. I wonder if there's a lawsuit could be attached to that.
But I think he needs a writer.
But like when he's saying some of his slang words, they're not writing that on the caption. They say what a normal English speaking. It's not me. Fuck you guys. Don't get mad at me. Go watch the film. Go watch the fight on closed caption. Tell me what they're typing in. Hella funny. Come on, dog.
Now I gotta go find that.
The dog is gonna come out. They don't write that on there. Watch. I'm just telling you, Lee, there's hella times where he's talking and they're not writing it. Fucking come on, you guys. We gotta dig a little deeper. Can't dumb it down this much. It was bad last night.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to say, "You're my brother from another mother." I'm waiting for him to tell one of the guys that.
That's the only thing that didn't happen based on what you're describing.
Dude, it was fucking classic. He said, Stevenson called out the family after the fight, Lee. Oh, I'm gonna ruin it for you. I wanted you to watch it. Now I'm gonna ruin it.
Hey, relax.
He calls out the whole family.
I spent my current situation with my family. I spent all morning trying to find a missing purse with a missing cell phone.
Ugh. I know. No, I hear
Round
you, bro.
6, Stevenson is calm and confident, Andrew, and he's still having his way in this fight. Straight left to the body for Stevenson. Gonzalez throws with a combination with Stevenson in the corner, but he can't land anything clean or effective because he sucks balls. Stevenson is really just coasting in this fight. Not overexerting himself at all. Straight left hands from Stevenson following a jab upstairs. Gonzalez tries to work both hands once he gets in close and gets in a left hand. At this point in the fight, it's a landslide. Stevenson winning the first 6 rounds on the bad left hook scorecard, 60-54. Halfway through the fight, Andrew, did you think that he had a chance?
No, wait a minute. He's losing, but he has the ability of making this a close fight. Yes, I do. The kid had heart. He keeps coming forward. Stevenson never backed him up. He didn't hurt him.
Yeah, brain damage is fun, Andrew. Brain damage is fun. He's coming forward. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the results are in.
No. Wait a minute, though. He stopped trying to do the jab for jab and started throwing lead right hands, and he started getting pretty successful at landing on Stevenson. Listen, people, when you're fighting an awesome boxer, defensive fighter, you don't want to jab for jab with him because he's going to get hit once by your stupid jab and he's gone. Oh, yeah, that was one thing Bradley said last night. He did say, look at how this man, he is a complete package. Look at this. He lands a jab and then he's gone. What the fuck? Oh, my God. Walked on water. Nothing he could do is wrong. But, yeah, when you land a jab on one of these defensive guys, you think they're really going to be there for punch 2, Lee?
No.
Oh, and I never knew that clinching was a positive in boxing. Last night, that was said to us. Yeah, because we want to watch another hug fest, right? What if Floyd used to put in over 100 hugs a fight at the end of his career? Granted, he was hella old, people. I know why he was doing it. He wasn't the same as when he was in his prime. But that's what we really want to see? Break it up. Oh, break it up. Hey, Lee, you want to know something else? Vic Dracovic? Is that how you say his name?
Yes.
He fucking blew it for Gonzalez. You know, every time Stevenson was holding, Gonzalez didn't stop punching, bro. I'm talking, I'm at 3-4 body shots, left hooks coming. The ref kept breaking it up on the kid. Not right at all. Stevenson, and he would warn Stevenson, don't hold. But what the fuck? The guy that's being held is actually scoring points. Why are you breaking that up?
By round number 10, Gonzalez corner telling him he needs the knockout for the win. Gonzalez comes out pressing, and Stevenson is looking to walk him into even more counters. Left-hand counters for Stevenson. Then one down to the body. Right hooks land to the body on the inside from Stevenson. Gonzalez throws 2 shots, and Stevenson blocks. Gonzalez throws more punches with both hands, but it's not really landing. Straight right hands to the body for Gonzalez. Stevenson is easily defending Gonzalez's punch. Right hands partially lands on Gonzalez this time. At this point in the fight, Stevenson has won every round on the bad left hook scorecard, 99-91. All right, before we go to the championship rounds, Andrew, are you still carrying the same confidence?
I've only given Gonzalez 1 round at this point in the fight. It was the 7th round. Look, he beats. Oh,
you're right. They gave him round 7.
He beats Stevenson pretty good in that round. And and here's the walking on water. Oh, he's just taking the round off. No, I don't believe this at all. This is just Stevenson now getting relaxed. Look, he's dominating the fight, which I agree with. He was dominating on the cards. Lee, taking a round off doesn't mean you keep getting punched in your face. Taking a round off doesn't mean, you know what, in round 7, I think I want to just get beat up. Yeah, let's do that one. No. Taking a round off means defense first, pacing yourself, moving around the ring, not on the ropes taking 3 right hands, on the ropes taking a left hook. Like the kid went to town in round 7. He looked like he was about to start turning it. He looked like he figured out how to get to Stevenson, and that's not by jabbing. You got to land power. You got to hurt. It's got to be a lot of body shots and a lot of lead right hands to the head. You can mix up whatever you want on the ropes after the lead right hand. You want to do left hook down, up, whatever. Too high, too low. Do whatever you want. But it needs to come off the right hand first when Stevenson's back is on the ropes. He did a great job of cutting off the ring. Last night, he was getting him on the ropes, Lee. That's why it wasn't all walking on water. Stevenson looked good. Yes. When you look at the competition that he's fighting,
God, Andrew, he looked like a superstar.
Exactly, I know. They wanted us to believe that he is now the new face of boxing, which I thought was weird when Terrence Crawford
Top Rank.
When Terrence Crawford was standing right behind him. I found that weird that Timothy Bradley kept saying that maybe Crawford wants to call out Bradley. They're trying to work something up there, but I found it really weird. Bradley kept dogging Crawford out like that, calling this kid, like you just said, the new face of Top Rank boxing. There is no.
Well, Andrew, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Terrence Crawford should get drunk and go drive a Ferrari around and get a little bit of press for himself.
That is one thing they said during the fight.
Of course
Spence
they
Jr.
did,
might be
sidelined. Shit.
Spence Jr. might be sidelined for a while. They did say that last night.
Forever.
And I was like, oh, so weird. I thought no broken bones. Yet he lost his teeth.
Yeah, right.
I wonder what the grill looks like. Oh, fucking Spence. There was a PBC fight. Was he there? There was a PBC fight last night. Was he there, Lee? Damn it, I should have watched just for that.
Nobody watches PBC anymore, Andrew.
Oh, hey, let me tell you something.
Rounds 11 and 12. Gonzalez flicks a jab in both rounds. Hard combinations for Stevenson score well on Gonzalez. Our ADD kills the show. Check hook lands for Stevenson upstairs. Straight hands, lefts to the body in both rounds. Hard punches. Stevenson winning both 11 and 12 convincingly. He's only lost 1 round. It's a wipeout. 119-109, Andrew. Were you surprised by the scorecards? Were you surprised by anything? Was there any shockers? Was there anything where you went, what the fuck? Who was watching that fight?
ESPN got viewerships. ESPN does good because of their platform, not because of just ESPN boxing. So, yeah, I know they got viewerships last night. You had an undefeated Mexican kid named Gonzalez. That's a popular name in the boxing community, right? He's undefeated. So I'm sure a lot of people tuned in, casuals tuned in that seen that on the ESPN schedule. What me watching it? No, not as impressed as Timothy Bradley. Sorry, Joet Gonzalez is still Joet Gonzalez. He should have fucking annihilated this guy. If I was Stevenson, I might have said, didn't want to annihilate him because it's my girlfriend's brother. Hello? Am I really trying to put the fucking kid in the hospital, people? Like, I wanted to go 12 rounds. I wanted to get the rounds in. I need rounds. I'm young. I would have gave him all that. Instead, he wanted to say how tough Joet Gonzalez is. I'm sorry, Stevenson. The only reason why people think Joet Gonzalez is tough today is because of you. He hasn't done shit else to say that kid was a top 10 contender except fight you. So I'm not that impressed with Stevenson. I'll wait until they move on. And another thing, ESPN, you can't call a kid that's fighting for a fucking title a prospect. He's no longer a prospect. Today, this kid's a champ. He should fight other champs. He should fight number one contenders. Prospect? I'm sorry. They called out Josh Warrington. Whatever. They would call out the guy that has 7 knockouts. Seems it's just
that's tame. At least you're going 12.
Yeah, I mean, no one in America knows who Josh Warrington is. So
this opportunity for us to give a little shout out to the Fantasy Boxing Prediction League. You should join. You should get involved. Reach out to Anthony Champ-Ross and the whole crew over at Fantasy Boxing Prediction League. Listener of the show, friend of the show. And I'm going to take this opportunity to give you the results of week 11, Andrew.
Oh, nice.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. From the bottom up, Robert Easter Jr. wins by decision. Erickson Lubin by decision. Bell by decision. Greer by decision. Stevenson by decision. Connor Ben, right? KO
Fuck yeah, I did pretty good.
Connor Ben, KO in 4. O'Cully, KO in 7. Lee Selsby, decision. Derek Chichora, won by knockout in round 4. Josh Taylor, decision. I got that one wrong. I took Progress. Wallace O'Neal, void. Mendez, decision. Gomez, decision. Rigoccini, KO in 3. Islam, decision. Castaneda, KO in 6.
Yeah, we did all right.
Menentolan, decision. Osorio, decision. Pintor, decision. Patera, decision.
I had almost all the winners.
Decision. I almost went full decision across the board. Almost.
I had almost all the winners. I even had some knockouts, but I don't have the rounds. That's the one thing I still don't understand is that round. That's very hard to pick the damn round.
Yeah, it's hard. So there you go. You guys can go join the Fantasy Boxing Prediction, and I'll tell you why it's cool.
Well, I think there's only one more week, though, Lee.
Thank God. I fucking hate it. I just wanted to win that 1 week.
And that was pretty impressive. That was.
Right. And for those of you who don't follow the show, I called my shot, did it one time, beat everybody, took first place in my first week, and then continued on because Andrew and Anthony talked me into it. And so my next goal was to where are the rankings? I wanted to beat Victor Arshinian, and by saying his name, here you go. I wanted to beat Victor Arshinian, right? So I started like really late. So my only goal was to beat Victor Arshinian and Austin Trout. That was it. That was the only thing I wanted. I just wanted to beat the boxers that were in the pile. Austin, right. Trout, second to Trout, and Victor Arshinian. Yeah.
Is that this week's standings though? Because
that's October last week's. This is last.
Yeah,
week's.
We gotta
still beating me. And the only reason I'm in right now is I'm hoping in the last 2 weeks to beat Andrew. Because, again, I started so many weeks late. But you got such a lead on me that, I need a home run weekend.
Well, last week, Lee, I missed, so I don't know what my score is right now. I didn't play last week.
587 last week, Andrew.
Yeah.
And representing Fight Net Radio. And, of course, I'm representing Fight Net Radio. But I started in week 6 or something. And more importantly, I'm beating Victor Arshinian and Austin Trout. That's all I cared about. I don't think there's any other boxers above me, right? It's all media guys, which sucks balls, right? Everybody, Cabrera's got me. Fucking Cabrera, Champ's fucking killing me. And I don't know who Ortolita Del Valle is. I think these are all boxing writers up here at the top. Fuck. There you go. Moving on. Derek Teixeira scores a impressive 4th round.
Well, Lee, just to finish off the Stevenson.
Yeah.
Josh Warrington's undefeated, 30-0-7, has a title. The kid said he wants to unify. So it sounds good. What I didn't like about last night, ESPN announced Gary Russell Jr. and Leo Santa Cruz as the other 2 champions, but then said, oh, but they're on the wrong side of the street, so we won't even talk about fighting them. And I think that's pathetic. One, that ESPN would use a PBC saying like it's relevant. They're on the wrong side of the street. What does that even mean? That it's I don't know why and I don't know what announcer said it on the ESPN crew. But it's just to me it was just sad. It's sad that we're at this point. This needs to stop. Lee, I'm telling you again, these undercards are not impressive anymore. Falling asleep, not paying attention. My kids give a flying fuck about these fights. There's no build up anymore. Remember boxing used to be about 2 contenders getting in the ring. We already knew the winner was getting a step up, and we would either fight for a little title, a big title, but there was structure, right? We knew, oh, he's had these 2 big fights on Tuesday Night Fights. I know he's going to get a fight on HBO or Showtime, right? And there was build up. You could watch a guy elevate. Right now, all these overseas fights with guys with records that look like locker combinations, they don't look like prospects that are going to come over here and actually challenge to be the best. I think it's all just wasted ass content. I really do. I don't know who's watching. I'm tuning in for main events, co-main events, and really that's about it. Because these undercards are pathetic nowadays. It's some of them got guys I don't even fucking know and don't care about.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And luckily, Joaquin Gonzalez didn't die in the ring last night taking all those shots. Jesus. All right, let's move forward, shall we, Andrew?
Yeah.
Prograis Taylor. On the undercard was Derek Teixeira. What did you think of Mr. Derek Teixeira's 4th round with the towel come in for Prince's Corner after getting the crap beaten out of him?
This is what I thought about it, you guys. When I picked this fight for the Prediction League page, I picked Chisora by knockout in round fucking 1. Okay? That's how much I thought of this matchup, Lee. I literally gave this guy 3 minutes to survive. David Price has been knocked out by everybody. The guy's a walking fucking joke because you ever seen the meme of him in the suit? And it looks like the dude on Beetlejuice, the little head, the big body.
Yeah.
That's David Price's career, is that picture. I don't know who put him in the fucking suit, but the suit looks like it has shoulder pads on, and he's got a little ass head. That's his career. That's why we know him. Everything else he's done in the ring is this right here. Get up off the canvas. So why are we talking about him fighting Chris Chisora? It was a pathetic fight. Chisora comes across the ring and is just trying to annihilate this guy. This guy's a fucking walking punching bag. You see that shit right there? That's like what he was doing the whole fight, you guys, holding on. Trying not to get knocked out. I think he was getting paid per minute, not by the fight. Seriously. That's how he was fighting. He threw a few punches, but in the whole thing, this was all about Chisora just trying to hit him in the sweet spot. That's this whole fight was about Chisora trying to hit him in the sweet spot. There was no competition at all.
Moving forward, that takes us to the main event of the evening and probably fight of the year, Andrew. Is that overstating?
No, it's a very good fight. This is a very good fight. I feel bad for the fighters, and I'll say why in a little bit. Go ahead, Lee.
Okay, Josh Taylor took on Regis Prograis in the Eliminator, the Ali Trophy, the unification bout, the WBSSS QRST World Boxing Super Series. Here we go. Round by round. Andrew just rewatched it, so we'll go through it round by round. Round number 1, entertaining opening. It was more of a feeling out round for Prograis, to where Taylor wanted to establish his dominance by landing quick combinations. Taylor getting round number 1, Andrew. How was your scorecard after round 1?
It was, yes, a very close round, which I'm going to say a lot this morning about this fight. This fight was very close. This was one of the rounds that were close. I had Taylor winning because he's the hometown kid, not because he was dominating.
Okay. Round number 2, a better round for Prograis, as he started to establish everything by flicking the jab, which allowed him to start throwing the left hand. Taylor landed cleaner shots, going in and out, mixing it up by going inside and then going upstairs. Fun stuff so far. They gave the round to Taylor. I would agree with both of these with my scorecards in retrospect. Both of the first 2 rounds for me went to Taylor. How are you?
I had Prograis.
Good Prograis.
See, right now what's going on is these guys are in a phone booth, right? They're trading punches. The difference, in my opinion, what I seen last night early in this fight, Prograis' defense. Inside the box, he's slipping punches. His jab is better. They're trading power shots. Don't get me wrong. Taylor Lee, he's the typical UK fighter. You land 3, I land 3, you land 3. His defense is maybe he pulls back just a little. He doesn't take a step back. He just pulls back. He's going to get dominated here in America when he brings that shit here. Prograis should have dominated him last night. In the second round, I thought he was going to start to dominate him when skills just overtake everything. And the hands were down. The head was moving. The punches are missing. It's all clicking right now for Prograis early in the fight. Go ahead.
Round number 3, a pretty even round until Taylor poured it on in the final moments with a blistering combination. Sporting News gave the round number 3 to Taylor. Did he do enough at the end of round 3 to steal it?
No, and because of the guy's description around 3 people, I'm going to tell you right now, he didn't watch it. He went pee. He was looking at his computer. I don't know what this man was doing, but he didn't watch round 3 with that shitty-ass fucking explanation of what happened in that round. No, this is still – look it.
I think it's Prograis in round 3. It
is, Lee. It's a close fight. This is a close fight. I'm telling you, it's the little things that have Prograis winning. It's the defense. It's the jab. This guy,
ring
Taylor,
generalship, I think, is the correct terminology.
Ring generalship. There you go. There you go. Whatever you want to say, Prograis doing the small things, and that's what they're not giving him. He's fighting in the kid's hometown. Lee, when the kid missed the punch, they went fucking crazy. When he hits Prograis to the gloves, say Prograis blocked everything. Bang, bang, bang. 3 shots, 3 blocks. No, the crowd's cheering like he landed 3 shots. The announcers, oh, what the right hand? Oh, come on, what a right hand. Didn't even fucking land. But you see what's going on. Prograis, his team, they had to know this going into the fight. I still like what the kid's doing. His defense is superb. He's out jabbing the guy and keeping power shots tick for tack. He's going back and forth on the power shots. It still looks like Prograis' fight in my eyes.
Round number 5, such a hard round to score. Not for me. Prograis and Taylor had their moment, but it was the right hook which snapped Prograis' head back, which he shook off. That's the universal sign in boxing that the punch hurt. It is. For the second consecutive round, Taylor hit Prograis after the bell. The referee needed to deduct a point the next time if Taylor does it again. It was a good shot. And I think the shot by itself steals the round for Taylor. I don't think it makes it a hard round at all, Andrew.
Yeah, I have actually Prograis winning this fight all the way until round 6, the next round. So I had Prograis up going into round 7, I think is when I text you. But it's close. It's only by 1 point. I only got him up by 1.
Round number 6, Taylor is looking fantastic tonight. He's more active, throwing heavier shots, especially to the body. Prograis needs to apply more pressure. I'm going to guess Sporting News is out of England.
Yeah.
He's more worried about feinting than landing effective shots. He's got Taylor in round number 6. Moves us to round number 7. Prograis got off quick start, but the power of Taylor is having its effect with the right hook. Appeared to bloody Prograis nose. Taylor's has swelling over the right eye. Who can take advantage of the other's disadvantage? All right, Andrew, you said this was the turning point in the fight for you. Tell me about round 7.
This is the turning point, and he has it right. The bigger man, the effects of the bigger man started playing to this fight. he's hurting Prograis in this round. You can see it. Prograis slowing down, and I'm going to tell you what happened. He stopped moving his head. All of a sudden, he's fighting Josh Taylor's fight in a phone booth, shoulder to shoulder. Let's trade blows, and you're fighting a bigger man. His corner needed to talk him out of this. I don't remember, Lee. I text you. I believe my boy's gassed, right? Is what I text you.
Yes.
I don't know if he was dead tired because, dude, in the next round he brings it back. Like, I give him round 8. I was so mad at round 7 when the kid. Now, once again, did he take it off? I don't know. Does that mean you want to take hella punches by saying they took? I think that's an excuse. He got hurt. He probably caught his win back in round 8, but round 7, yeah, it looked bad. It looked like the Taylor was about to take over late until round 8. Go ahead.
All right, round number 8. Good work from Prograis. His best round of the fight, Andrew. His footwork came together. The jab was clicking and nearly spun Taylor's head around with the right hand. Let's see how Taylor responds to the adversity. That was the first round he gave to him. Took him 8 rounds to give him a Prograis round. What a douchebag. Round 9, Prograis appeared to continue the momentum from the 8th, and he was boxing very well off the back foot and in good rhythm. Taylor roared back with good work to the head and to the body. It's the point Prograis needed to start applying the pressure because the fight is slipping away. No, it wasn't for me, actually.
Yeah, he needed a box, man.
Right.
He needed, hey.
Prograis wanted a street fight. Taylor wanted to box.
Nope. No, the other way.
The other way, right.
The other way, yes. Yes.
Taylor is pulling away in round 10 per the English reporter. The continuous onslaught from every angle is starting to take its toll on Prograis. He needed to fight fire with fire and letting it all hang out. Boy, he just has Taylor running away with it. Round 11.
I did give Taylor round 10, though. Remember, I have it 5-5. At this point in the fight, it's 5-5 going in the last 2 rounds. It's a close fight, man.
As do I, Andrew, remarkably. Yep. Round 11, great action round, and one Prograis needed to in the worst way. He went hard to the body and connected with a couple of flush left hands. Taylor has a cut above his right eye, which of course is going to show up on the scorecard. And want to see what Prograis is made of here in the final round. He gives it to Prograis in round 11, which I do as well.
Hey, that's right, Lee. And this guy, he did right at the end, man, because I gave Prograis last 2 rounds. I told you, Lee.
Yep.
My scorecard, 7-5. Motherfucking Regis Prograis should have brought that title home. And this guy has the same scorecard in the last 3 rounds. So it was a close fight. But gosh darn it, I thought Skills won it last night, man. The kid looked impressive. He got gassed. He's got to work on that. You got to pace yourself better. What's upsetting, I don't know if both of these guys are going to be household names, and they're going to have to fight again. And if they fight again, and the fight's as good as the first one was, guess what they're going to probably do to them? Make them fight again. And I don't know if they're going to be getting max money in this trilogy that they're going to have to do. They've got to do something that moves the needle on this rematch. It's got to be outside of the ring. In the ring, you did great, but I don't know if tomorrow the sports world will be talking about what Lee told you guys earlier, candidate for fight of the year. I don't know if you're going to have other sporting outlets out there saying that, and I'm going to tell you why, Lee. 117 to 112 for fucking Josh Taylor should have that man fired this morning, okay? That
Not
man right there
will be the Queen of England as of today.
Yeah, he is. That was a bot, Judge. That scorecard was made before the fight was over, and nobody in America is talking about it, and that's a scary sign for Dazin. This is a
It's
fight.
not in the news feeds. It's certainly not being discussed at all. I've gone through all the news feeds this morning. Nobody's screaming foul about the 117.
Nobody's
It should have been 115, 113, 115, 113 each way, and a 114, 114.
That's
and then
right.
Everybody's happy.
That's right. I'm glad this scorecard came like that. I didn't read this. Lee knows that. He didn't show me this. I'm glad that kid gave him the last 2 rounds too, because I did. I gave Prograis. Dude, I told you, Lee, I didn't even have to watch the 12th round. I did anyways, but I didn't have to watch that round over. I knew Prograis won that fucking round. Dude, he was landing at the end. The head movement, the counter shots. Boy, if he would have just stuck to that, it's easy. We're on easy street. But then he got trapped. And it happens. Sometimes when you're landing shots at an easy rate, right? You're because I'm telling you, Taylor has that style where he just takes the punch and then lands a punch. There's not too much defense attached to Josh Taylor, which is going to hurt him when he fights this American circuit. But great fight. They got to bring it back. Regis Prograis, I know after the fight he was very humble and said that he thought Taylor won. Fuck that. And when I meet this kid, I thought he won that fight, but I'm glad that he was humble.
There you go. And there you go. And that's your complete evening of all the boxing that actually matters, Andrew.
Yes, and
tell me
Erickson
the
Lubin.
future for these two guys.
What is the future? I think a rematch. Sadly, I think it's a rematch, and I hope their promoters do good on getting them max money out of this. Would it be Sutherland and DeBella? You know, maybe they do it again on Dazin. You know, maybe one of them signed with Dazin. I don't know, but Josh Taylor, I don't think is going to be a crossover star because of his style. He might be exciting, but I don't see him staying undefeated once he starts fighting a lot of guys over here in this circuit. Regis Prograis is real. Regis Prograis is going to come back to America, and he's going to have a successful career, I believe, fighting the elites. Last night, he showed a tremendous skill set in that ring. I love the kid's head movement. I love his counter punching. I mean, shit, it looks like he has power. I think he's 24-0-20, if I'm not mistaken, what I seen earlier. So, and now he's got one loss, 24-1-20, but he's gonna be fine. So yeah, they've got decent careers on Dazin too. Dazin will use them both up. One thing I got to tell these American prospects going over the seas now, you got to watch yourself. With these streaming apps playing to the whole world now, they no longer need Las Vegas and the American money, correctly?
Correct.
You no longer need your connection ties to whatever mob or big business, whoever they said was running the sport back in the days down there at the MGM Grand. Dazin could put a fight on in Dubai and make fucking millions of dollars. Dazin could put a fight on in the UK, in Mexico, in New York. So you got to watch yourself going over going over the pond and thinking you're going to come home with the decision even more than what it was 10 years ago or 5 years ago. So that's all I got for that, Lee.
There you go. That's our week, Andrew.
That is our week.
It was a clean hour.
That's good. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Tyson
Fury is wrestling in the WWE.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder is still announcing he's going to fight Luis Ortiz. What else is happening in the pathetic heavyweight division? Joseph Parker got bit by a fucking spider, which made us watch Chisora Price yesterday. Who else? Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz. Haven't heard from Andy. Like that. You know what? Who are you pushing for, Lee? Andy Ruiz.
I already told you the outcome. Anthony Joshua is going to knock him out in round number 1.
But who do you want to win?
I'd like Andy Ruiz to win because it fucks up the entire heavyweight division.
That's why he's telling you that, Andy. You always remember that. Lee is motivating your ass right now. That's why he's telling you you're going to get knocked out. I haven't heard from the kid. Nobody has seen any videos. There's no, I think he believes. I'm telling you, Lee, that was not an upset. That was a beatdown. It could happen again. Anthony Joshua started fighting at 18 years old. 18 years old. This is not a kid with a long resume in this sport. He got dropped 4 times in different rounds. It's gonna be, dude. It's gonna be scary. But I like Andy Ruiz's concentration. I like his dedication he's doing right now. No, I haven't seen any bullshit coming out of their camp. They're in it to win it, man. They got Wilder coming up next if they win that fight.
Yeah, no doubt. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I don't know. Throw some shit at the wall. Did Floyd do anything? Post a picture of him dressed like a woman? You seen that?
He literally just hit a heavy bag.
He hit a heavy. Yeah, I'm tired of those ones though. Those are garbage. Those are for his stupid stunts where he says, "Give me $2 million and I'll announce I'm fighting Pacquiao again." That's all those are for. No, he posted a picture of him dressed like a woman. I don't know when people. Oh, Oscar's got a sexual. Hey, Oscar's got another lawsuit for sexual assault.
Yes,
Okay.
he does.
All right. So, I don't know how you say it. It's like it's. There you go. Just be Lee Honish. Oscar says it's totally false.
Of course he does. He denies it completely. And Dan Raphael wrote the story. Aren't you brave today, Dan? Boxing Hall of Famer Oscar De La Hoya is accused of sexual assault. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I think Oscar's used to these stories. You know, Oscar's shrugging his shoulders like, fuck, you know, whatever.
Okay.
As a female, you must know you are dealing with a freak when you're fucking going to the bedroom with Oscar De La Hoya. You have to know that by now. The stories that have been out on this man since he was in the Olympics have never went away. I'm kind of numb to this one. Go ahead, Lee.
Boxing Hall of Famer Oscar De La Hoya is accused of sexual assault by an unidentified woman in court papers submitted for filing. Greg Kokorian, the attorney, San Bernardino County woman, blah, 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 blah. And a copy was obtained by ESPN on Monday night. The woman is seeking a jury trial and hold on. Unspecified damages for alleged sexual assault, sexual battery, gender violence, negligence, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. De La Hoya spokesman provided with a statement Tuesday morning, denies the woman's allegation. The woman, who was 29 and a licensed vocational nurse at the time of the alleged assault, said she met and became friends with De La Hoya in 2016 before they eventually began a consensual sexual relationship that probably included spoons. However, the woman said in the lawsuit that on or about November 12, 2017, she was invited by De La Hoya to see the new home he had purchased in Pasadena. It's a condo, it's not a home. The woman said she thought she and De La Hoya would have consensual sex that night, but when she refused his request for specific kinds of sex acts, and intoxicated De La Hoya became more aggressive, according to the lawsuit. Plaintiff repeatedly had no and demanded that De La Hoya stop. It then says that De La Hoya overpowered her and violently sexually assaulted her. According to the lawsuit, the woman screamed in pain, got away from De La Hoya and screamed at him, but that De La Hoya laughed at and responded by repeatedly urging plaintiff to take a shot of alcohol. She eventually collected herself in an extreme shock and pain. And in the lawsuit, the woman said she felt extreme swelling and pain and sought medical treatment in an urgent care facility where she was prescribed medication. According to the lawsuit, the woman later was diagnosed with PTSD as a result of the assault. To date, the plaintiff continues to suffer from extreme distress, humiliation, indignation, and outrage as a result of De La Hoya's conduct. The lawyer said, as a result of said distress, plaintiff has suffered and continues to suffer constant and daily symptoms of depression, anxiety-related symptoms, according to the post-traumatic stress disorder. The woman did not say in her lawsuit whether she filed a report with the police. De La Hoya, 46, Golden Boy promoter, CEO, blah, blah, blah. It's a frivolous lawsuit was filed recently against the Oscar De La Hoya sexually assaulted, said Jane Doe, which is completely false. The statement from his spokesman said, Oscar is a very successful businessman running one of the country's leading sports and entertainment companies, thus a prime target. It is nothing that both recent lawsuits have been filed by the same attorney who is just looking to make a name for himself. We vehemently deny these allegations and look forward to vigorously defending Oscar's good name and his reputation, Andrew. How was it for you? Was it good?
The symptoms usually aren't swelling and pain, so she's gonna have a hard time with that. Like I said, if I'm a judge, I need to start telling these women before I make the judgment that Oscar has a history of this. At some point, you either live under a rock, or you're just being naive and trying to set somebody up. But I'm not, and what she's accusing Oscar of is, I guess he inserted his hand, okay, in the cleaner version, try to be as clean as I can with it.
Fork, spatula.
No. She's saying hand.
Okay.
And, I mean, you know, she did say they went in there knowingly to have sex. I don't know how they're going to play that. It's a lot of
shit, obviously.
Maybe 50 grand. What do you with 20 grand? What do you think?
She'll settle out of court in around 5 or 6 figures.
No. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll take that. Because I don't know. It doesn't seem like one of Oscar's worst nights. It really doesn't. Like, you know, this is fucking like, you can't just, can you, Lee? I don't know what the right answer is, but we know Oscar's a fucking freak. This guy has had fucking kitchen utensils. He's had women's clothes on. He's had reports of cocaine, and that's the one thing Dan's leaving out. She's saying that there was cocaine in this room, too. A big powder, white powder baggie was on the fucking kitchen table. So it's like, we know all these things. He's an alcoholic. He's been in rehab. How many times can you keep getting these celebrities on sexual assaults when they're known predators? When is it shame on you?
Well,
oh, Your Honor, I thought he was going to change. Can you write me a check?
Right. And I'm not trying to dismiss the Me Too people that have real pain.
It's hard. It's a hard one to say, but it's like, lady, come on, look at who you're dealing with. Cocaine, rehab, alcohol, cross-dressing, and kitchen utensils. This has all been a history of this man, and now we're supposed to be surprised that he asked some weird shit of you? Or you're supposed to get some money because, hey, he's a little too weird. You didn't know that in the photo. Right now, if you Google Oscar's name, I think his sexual habits come up before his boxing career. Dead serious. I bet you there's going to be a picture of him in drag before a picture of him with the title. How about that, you guys? And yet we're supposed to sit here and now allow her to just get a check because she didn't like what he did to her? I don't know. Like, let me tell you, if you put your child in a house with a known molester, don't the parents get in trouble if that molester touches a kid? You don't get a check. Oh, maybe the Catholic religion. Scratch that. That wasn't set up. I just thought, fuck. But you know what I'm saying, Lee? I know someone wants to say it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying, though? This lady put herself in a bedroom with a guy that's a known fucking weirdo.
Okay.
On to the next one. Oscar should get off on this. Oscar is going to walk away from this one.
Anything else you'd like to add for this week?
No, let's not end it on me damaging the Me Too movement and I'm probably going to get kicked off the internet. Go somewhere else. There's going to be a petition to have me fired now from my job. Hey, have you signed the Gavin Newsom petition yet?
No.
There's one going around. Look for it.
Go to fightnetradio.com for all your boxing news and information. Keep up to date. Get all the boxing headlines. Until then, my name is Lee Hunnish. That's Andrew Labouche. We will be back next week. We have big fights to talk about. We'll have a midweek show getting you ready for Kovalev, Canelo, and all those things. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Fight Night Radio! FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee. Talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Night Radio!